Hello and welcome back, folks. This is week 8 of the series, The Road to 100K Through Credit Spreads. The update for this week is the same as it has been for the last couple of weeks. It was another fantastic green uh, profit turning update. This time we made about 38.50 this time around. And you might be wondering, why is it such a weird number? Why is it 38.50? Well, if you missed my last video, the week 7 update, I explained in that video that I'm going to be actually taking into account the fees associated with credit spreads from here on out, because they actually do add up, and I think it'd be kind of cheating if I left them out, and it also makes it a little bit more realistic. I want to portray this journey as transparent as I can. So we did one trade this week. It was green, and if you want to see that number keep going, make sure you leave a like and click on the like button below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. We're gonna try to keep this thing rolling, and we've been, I think, pretty successful so far. I think the only not successful trade I've had so far was way back on the week 1 update. So I think around like 10 or 15 trades so far in, and it has been pretty fortunate. And I don't want to, jinx myself, but I do very conservative spreads. Again, this video is about trying to be as conservative as you can. Um, uh, that's what we're trying to do to prevent high risk situations. All right, with that said, let's jump into what we did over this week. All right, so going over the trade I did this past week, I did one credit spread, a put credit spread on Thursday, expiration of 1 day again into Friday. So I actually changed things up a little bit this time around. Normally, as you know and have seen, I do 2 contracts for a 5-point spread. However, this time I did a 1 contract, a 10-point spread. This is mainly because I wanted to cut down on the fees that are taken for these credit spreads. If I just do 1 contract, I effectively half the fees that I have to pay. I probably should have been doing this before, but I wasn't really thinking. Anyway, I'm gonna probably keep doing this for the foreseeable future if I can. Reduce the number of contracts. And so it's quite nice to do. The fees really add up. So anywhere I can save money is great. So it was a 34.25 put credit spread, and I had placed that towards the end of Thursday. Now, I had been thinking of whether or not I should put it in during midday, because as you see, it it gapped down after futures from the day before, and it just pretty much recovered all the way up until the almost break even, I'd say. I think it just ended just a little bit under. And in addition, uh, you might have asked, well, it trekked out. Why are you still doing a put credit spread? Uh, I was also looking at this trend line down here. Let me see if I can draw a line here. Um, and I was thinking, why won't it let me click? There we go. And I was wondering, I was thinking, oh, this might break out from it. And actually kind of did towards the end day, kind of bounced back a little bit. Now, of course, this trend line's not drawn perfectly, but I had a feeling it would break out. And we had like, I think 3 or 4 red days in a row. So I felt sort of okay with doing a put credit spread. And it was towards the end of the day, so I couldn't get like one of those 80 point, 70 point margins. So I went with like a 50, I think it was like a 55-point margin for this put credit spread. And I was pretty confident we were not going to see a 50-point drop, on Friday, even though if it was a red day because the previous few days, I think the max drop we've seen was, I think, around 25 to 30. So if there's a 50-point drop on Friday, something happened, and I didn't think anything was going to. Of course, you never know what happens these days, but I felt 50 points, having that as a margin was okay. So that netted me about 38.50 in profit. Um, I would have liked to have done another credit spread on Tuesday, do 2 times a week. But I think on Tuesday I was just unsure of where the market was headed. I was thinking about doing, another 60, 70 point margin credit spread, but I didn't pull the trigger. So, I mean, we came out green, and that's what really matters. And we'll probably just keep doing this for the next couple of weeks. And uh, I think anything can happen at this point, with elections coming up so close. But I think I'm just going to be continuing to do these 50 to 60 points. Ideally, I would try to like to get 80-point margins. So that's a trade I did this week. Netted me about almost $40, so I was happy with that. So we're gonna see if we can try to do 2 trades next week. See what the market is doing on Monday. So hopefully it'll be another green week. Thanks for watching again, and thanks for joining me on this journey to 100K.